Everything's moved and handled, and I will start the gun. Yeah, gameplay only a couple minutes. Hello, baby. Why do you have to be so fluffy and adorable? Truly, you are a master criminal of cuteness. You will pay for your crimes against humanity. Being horrifically petted upon and screeched. Alright. I'm in. Turn off the heater. Okay. And I'm back. Let's get back into things. Oh, what the hell was I doing? More soda. Let's see. Back to the Expanse. Ah, yes. Some events out here. Feral World, nothing of interest. Shattered World, some adamantine. Some plasteel. An ancient bunker. Yeah. Pop out Jive for Pascal, since I did all the rebuilding last time. I visited half of the optional locations. And for melting venom. Huh. Bunker still has working generator.
An old Imperial bunker.
The massive door is dotted with small chips, scratches, and bullet marks. There's no sign of any hinges or levers or anything resembling a lock. There is a dusty panel built into the wall to the right. As you approach, the cracked screen starts to flicker. Let's see. Blast the door open. You pick out the most vulnerable spots and carefully affix the explosives. Unending war. The mummified corpse has its arm outstretched towards the exit. On the soldier's neck is a broken respirator, adorned with the
So shall it be.
A quill. Let's see. Ability, planetary defense force. Yellowish gas is slowly seeping through the rusted air ducts. Pop open the door.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Let's see if we can't find our way back there.
Over there.
Why are you disarming the trap?
I better
I'll chart a
myself
course
through
for
my
you.
service.
Some goods over here. Let's repair the Voxcaster.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Some soldiers fell asleep all at once and never woke again. Hold fast, the Star Allies are with us. Insufficient power. And it's too hard for Pascal to pop open. Let's see, door control panel. So we need to find power.
The machine god grants
It is
the
my
insight.
destiny to traverse the unknown.
Corrosion was merciless to these old Imperial bayonets, chainswords, and lasguns. Got some more goods over here. Normal lasguns, a combat tool. For more tech use, could be useful on Pascal. Some las pistols.
My visions showed this path, and many others.
Now, a decontamination shower. A rare sight for regular planetary forces. Its purpose is to eliminate harmful agents. What's in here? A worn seal. A worn golden seal adorned with intricate patterns. Someone has deliberately scraped the coat of arms off the handle.
No sleep, no rest, only duty, only death.
Taking some... Of course I can't use it without...
Administration is a holy task.
Data meditation is terminated.
Come on. More showers. Officer key grants access to the archives.
Blessed be the road that we take.
Power generation. First reservoir for storing drinking water. It's only half full. Valve is required to regulate the flow. Need some goods there. Okay. Pascal should be able to...
Operation successful.
Before you is an ancient but wholly typical console intended for use by people not trained in the mysteries of ministering to machine spirits. Cogitator is completely silent, but as you approach, you sense the warmth emanating from its metallic casing. A telltale sign that the machine is working. Pascal offers the Cogitator a reverent bow, chanting the binaric aria of Lunch Primate. The spirit of this machine embodies resilience and indomitability. In this den of decay and entropy, still does reign over this place. Request access to the bunker's life support system. Water supply system failed. Reason unknown. Temperature and humidity control system failed. Reason unknown. Energy regulation system unknown error. Warning. Backup generator connected. I don't know. I haven't really been paying all that much attention. Also, why do you keep subscribing and unsubscribing? Let's see. Oxygen supply system failed. Warning. Air filters damaged. Defense systems failure. Activate the emergency ventilation system. Air duct system malfunction detected. Automated defense systems, insufficient power. Step away from the cogitator. Ah, an old valve. Some more junk.
How can one find the right way without his light?
Turn ventilation on quickly. Let's see, system check. Ah, okay. Data confirmed. Compressor launch in progress. Nominal. Warning. Error. Insufficient power. Booting energy profile. Success. Pressurizing facility. Success. Booting compressor. Success. Emergency air filters activated. Automated defense systems activated. Pascal's vox hisses mournfully. With your permission, I would extract the command blocks of this noble machine to hold a vigil for its deceased spirit. The Omnissiah preserves the faithful. And now we're not taking
I've
periodic
never
damage.
wondered so much before. Stop! There!
Some traps.
The Emperor favors me today.
So several crates of dry rations survive to this day. Each one bears a symbol of the coat of the arms. Coat of arms of the Winterscale dynasty.
Oh, this master-crafted patellar augment is not fit for a servitor.
Let's see, Decayed Scroll. Oh, BNA is a fun anime. It's like proto-woke, kind of, but also not really. And as far as jump making goes, I have everything up to the perk section done. Next week, or maybe on my own time at some time between now and then, I'll get perks and the rest done. Let's see, 348 years ago, our ancestors arrived on this blooming world. But the cities and the manufactorums founded here a society free from heresy and fear. But the immortal Emperor of humanity, Warden of Light, saw fit to test our faith. A great war tore open a rift between our ancestors, dividing them into two factions and turning the world into a boundless battlefield. Each day we fought the enemy so that our children could see the dawn of a new era, an era without blood, pain, and tears. Brave people, living and dead, paved with their bodies the road to our future. And one day the skies answered our prayers. The great star allies descended from the darkness of the cosmos and bestowed upon our great army the doomsday weapon. And so we brought righteous anger upon our foes and ended the centuries-long war. Welcome to the dawn of the new era. The universe will hardly notice our deed, but the God Emperor sees all. We, children of a great nation, must dedicate ourselves to this sacred mission, to survive and revivify this world, as the most beautiful flowers are revivified from ashes. And hence do not despair, sons and daughters of the Imperium, for our star allies are behind us, and the God of humanity is with us. I know that help is coming, and soon the skies overhead will shine once more. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't really say the story is... Yeah, the story is serviceable.
Anything worthy of my attention?
If I could see the golden light of the Astronomicon as you see it, Cassia, I would probably go still forever, unable to take my eyes off the radiance of the Emperor for an instant.
I think you would manage. You have different hues of light within you. Gold, silver, and crimson. One of them would call you back to this world.
But yeah, I'm curious what they're going to do with the, I don't want to say second season of Edgerunners, because I think it's supposed to be tell a story of a different set of characters. Unknown Officer's Diary. But the second series they do for Cyberpunk. Tired. How long has it been since Doomsday? I think it was the 36th year when the heretical cholera wiped out half of our people, including the old bookkeeper, Hailgar. Time has stood still for us since. It was so long ago, and what a convenient solution to the overpopulation problem. Ha! The commanders think we bought this coincidence. Morons? Still, when I look in the mirror, I see my father. Same wrinkles by the eyes, gray temples, which means that I'm over 60, and we've been underground for longer than half a century. No sky, no sun, no joy, and no hope. If that damned propagandist scribe tells me one more time that we must not lose faith, I'll make him eat his own tongue. Sure, we were once so certain that we had won. The weapon of the great ally boggled the mind. I still remember how the skies shook before me and my ma and father were... Oh yeah, didn't that get another season? I should really watch through that again. So certainly we'd won. Father were evacuated to this wretched bunker, but where had it led us? When I took over Father's post at the comm station, I learned that we had long since lost all communication with other PDF bases, and the stars responded to our calls with silence. Hey there, Walt. How you doing? These days, we don't hear any bombs landing outside, but things were still restless in the old bunker. First a water purifier failure, then a fire in the Medicae unit. Rats chewed holes in the exposure suits, and now we can't go up to the surface anymore. Are these accidents, or have we had a saboteur in our midst all these years? Yeah, unfortunately I haven't been keeping up with my anime watching. Anyway. And the stars respond to our calls with silence. These days we won't hear any bombs landing outside, but things are still restless in the bunker. Oh yeah. Or do we have a saboteur in our midst all these years? I'll keep an eye on the troops. I don't believe in miracles, but we still have enough supplies on the lower levels to last us another 50 years or so. If you all can finally sort that air duct problem, that is. Next time we meet, I should ask how the repairs are going. Howdy, Joseph. Access to the warehouse.
I'll guide your vessel and lead you on your way.
So with that key, I should maybe be able to access this. No.
Searching is my observance.
The web beckons.
Okay, Argenta.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
Are you okay there, Argenta? And it's alright. Ah yes, Twitter. Even
I'll chart a course for you.
What's this? Sworn Protector. Lasgun. Iconoclast Adherent. I don't think that grants +1 resolve for each enemy killed until the end of combat. I'm pretty sure my Iconoclast is not that high. Yeah, I need another 9 points of Adherent. Yeah, I gotta love that shit. Half-cast scale workers and magic there.
This explorator is blessed.
A few parchments bearing the Winter Scale seal contain plans for military operations and a mention of the Doomsday Weapon.
So shall it be.
That's the way out. It's popped open. Ah, okay. And then I...
Marching up.
Oh. Maybe I can go talk to the Cogitator some more. See if that has anything. No? Okay. Maybe I missed something in here. Tech use. Pascal, you have really high tech use, so I'm not sure why you can't open that. There it go. I get some more tech use. Let's check skill. Somewhere. Now your tech use is as high as it's going to get.
Error. Making adjustments. Was a shameful failure. My knowledge has its limits.
Come on.
Error. Making adjustments. What a shameful failure.
Shame and dishonor.
I failed.
A soldier would have been disciplined for such a
I
performance.
beg your pardon?
My knowledge has its limits. Error. Making adjustments.
Okay. Well, I
It
guess
is
I'm not
my
getting into that
destiny to
warehouse.
traverse the unknown.
That's pretty much all the multi-keys I've built up to this point. Alright. Oh, back out we go. Oh yeah, I activated the automated defenses.
Give me the power to eradicate my enemies.
So Abelard can just go ahead and go there. Bella can go something there. Cassia, myself.
Doubt is for the weak.
Any of these things probably aren't going to take a whole lot of damage from... Huh. Okay. Anyway, let's go for concentrated fire.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Even got caught on fire, my god.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Let's get some decent AoE. Oh, there's more of them. Anyway. Let's go ahead and do some information. Another ignite. More information and I don't know, some American stuff is pretty. Okay. imagine these things are immune to bleeding.
I bring mercy
Let's
and
do where it
retribution.
hurts.
Caught by the web.
And then
As honor ordains.
let's bend and
Trust
gain
me.
resonance.
As the tenets demand.
Play dance.
Let your soul be purged. Trust me.
Acrobatic artistry. Okay. Go and start looking up Bella.
If I may,
Got rid of your ankle. Well, anyway. Can't do soul burn.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Life betrays me.
There's Scout. For shut. And
The old Messiah. Messiah condemns you.
oh yeah, you also can do like machine spirit banishment. And other stuff.
Request approved.
Choose
found.
which one is that?
Running binaric override.
And then Edward can start doing some
Victory is
good
imminent.
stuff. Let's see, you got Reckless Strike.
At your beck and call.
Definitely want to pop on you. As well as Endure.
Indeed.
Let's try to go on this front one.
Target well.
Defensive stance.
I will do my duty.
Retreat. Gentle. Not quite move up anywhere. So I will switch her out to her bolter. Controlled shut. That thing and the other.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act.
That's cannon. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, my cover's gone. So let's get into cover. And I don't want to do the burning effects thing. Because that would hurt Cabela. So I'll just buff up Cabela. Immediately run over there, start to do some more damage.
As honor ordains.
After popping more hurts.
The shadows will...
Nice. You can do some...
That is foolishness.
No, line of sight there. You can do some decent damage to the turret, or not.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Okay. Feel the light.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Unload the sun. Pass the turn. Let's have you.
Request approved.
Do that.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Running
the
my
enemy.
errand birthright.
And do a little bit of exposing weakness.
Comprehensible. Request approved.
And then Abelard can just move in and actually charge in to get the
Follow
extra
my lead.
attack.
Grey hair, sure hand.
Reckless strike going.
Target well. At your beck and
And do
call.
it.
High momentum.
And then Argenta.
In thy light I stand, and thy
Fire
light I
on mastery.
crave. Doubt is for the weak. I will not.
Deal a
As
bunch
the
of
Emperor
guaranteed
commands, for
damage.
you, my Emperor! I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
To the target.
That is not the Emperor's will. Doubt is for the
And
weak.
done.
The light of terror shines for us.
Now, I wonder if that door in the back will have opened now. Still only 7%. That's going to be something for me later.
A nice little stroll.
Alright, now we see what's going on with that warp incursion. When the rogue trader's ship draws near the unidentified celestial body, the machine spirits on every deck, from the captain's bridge to the cargo holds, become frantic. The engines are refusing to cooperate, sending the void ship hurtling towards the epicenter of the anomaly like an arrow towards a target. You wake after unsettled sleep to find yourself lying on a stiff cardboard mat. You're overcome with a strange sense of wrongness. The place is dark and reeks of body odor. Someone elbows you under the ribs and grabs you by the collar, spitting abuse. It is an enforcer patrolling the ship, which is clearly displeased. Offer no resistance. The enforcer tosses you unceremoniously into a corner where similarly ragged people are scrubbing the deck. According to the sign on the bulkhead, this is Bay Theta 54, the lower decks. You have work to do. You need to get moving. Talk to the locals. Learn about everyday life on the lower decks. The locals offer friendly smiles as soon as they see you. Perhaps it is your appearance. Staring hazily back at you out of a glass bulkhead is a shaggy, soot-faced, worn-out vagrant in rags. A face not all that different from those of your new friends. At any rate, no one is trying to hurt you. I told a couple of amusing stories about local life, the almighty Lord Captain, and the monsters that frighten people every now and then. When the entire ship shakes and red lumens flash overhead. The ragged people, who have thoroughly enjoyed your pleasant company, will walk with you to the bay's supervisor's cabin. The workers ask the supervisor to report a stray noble from the upper decks. Your poise and manners do make you stand out from the humble denizens of the lower decks. When you are restored to the bridge, the Voxmaster gives praise to the Emperor of Humanity and explains that you were trapped in an anomaly that made the people on the ship inexplicably trade places. The rescue squad was dispatched at once to retrieve your lordship, but your friends from the lower decks have already helped the Lord Captain back to where he belongs. Huh. Okay. Alright. Off we go. To, I suppose, the Forgotten Twins. I can make the route safe. And also the route back there safe. Save some Eldari survivors and visit the system. But first, chart new routes. +1. Let's see, the coordinates from the ship's log lead to an unremarkable star system. The Augur crew reports that the arrays cannot register anything worthy of the Lord Captain's attention. Was this log entry just someone's idea of a joke? Somebody has decided to mock the rogue trader. They're playing a dangerous game. Traces of a space battle. Jungle World. The Cogitator's screen highlights the shapes of several buildings. This outpost settlement, the only one on the planet, is a Winterscale Dynasty outpost. Visit the outpost. After a lengthy descent to the planet, you are rewarded with a dismal sight. The entire outpost consists of long columns of uniform bunkhouses, machine hangars, and a large headquarters topped with the massive antenna of an ancient Voxcaster. The binary suns hanging in the sky make every object cast two shadows, a spectacle you find vaguely disturbing. The custodian and his people go out of their way to find the best, to give the esteemed guest a proper reception, but their resources are scarce at best. Talk to the custodian. He shares alarming news. The outpost is highly dependent on various deliveries from the core Winterscale worlds, but two ships have already failed to arrive on schedule. The locals do not have an astropath of their own, so the custodian cannot determine the cause of the delays or request aid. The outpost will soon run out of food at this rate, so the custodian sends an urgent request for provisions. He is begging for your help. Let's see. Oh yeah, I got plenty of provisions. Offering what little his settlement has in exchange. Supply the outpost with the provisions it needs. Getting me another needle rifle. See, yeah, that is a good thing. I assume. I haven't played Mass Effect 2. I think I played Mass Effect 1 up until around the time you meet the Rachni Queen, I think. And then I just kind of stopped playing. Anyway, he shows gratitude and hurries to send gifts in return. His men light up with relief. Nice. The return journey treats you to a rare and unexpected spectacle. An eclipse begins as two of the local as the two local suns cover each other. You watch as the temperature drops, lighting changes, and the double shadows vanish. Two disks in the sky merge, forming a shimmering oval, and then become one. Eventually, the fantastic event fades, leaving behind a vivid memory. The outpost hails as the von Valancius and thanks him. He's indebted. Glory to the rogue trader. Okay. On to the next planet. Planetoid with some plasteel. We got traces of battle here. Lord Captain! This is evidence of a recent scuffle straight ahead of us. Throne, take me, this is not a frigate. This is just a gutted piece of metal. He falls silent for a moment. Blimey, the culprits are here too. It is the Eldari freaks. I recognize their shiny asses even from this distance, except the Xenos are acting suspiciously. They're hovering in place and not even trying to run. Should we approach, or open fire from a distance? Call off your people, Elantak. Something is wrong. The children of Assyrian are dismayed, but doing something like this to a Monkey vessel. No, we are not animals. I appeal to your prudence and the promise you made. Do not destroy my kin for the deed they did not commit. Lord Captain, we have received reports from the Augur crew. The situation is unusual. The Xenos ships display no biological or energetical signals. Our signatures, even though it appears to be intact. According to the scanners, there's nobody on board. However, survivors are believed to be hiding in one of the compartments of the damaged vessel of the Imperium. We have also spotted some drifting plating remains that belong to a third unidentified vessel. Let's see, dispatch a rescue team if there are any survivors at the frigate. It will be done. She flips some switches on the Vex system's cogitator and the transmission goes quiet for a while. Got some Xeno artifacts and fuel. Lord Captain, the scouts managed to rescue several emaciated officers from the wrecked ship. Despite their wounds, they were able to tell us what had happened. During patrol, the frigate discovered an Eldari ship crossing the system and decided to immediately attack the enemies of humanity. The Xenos vessel proved too fast and skittish, but at one point its engines failed, giving the frigate a chance to attack. When the guns were aimed, several Drukhari ships suddenly pounced from the darkness. At first they attacked from a distance, but soon boarded the frigate and wreaked a bloody massacre on the decks. It's only a sheer miracle that the surviving officers managed to escape, locking themselves up in a hidden technical compartment the Xenos had no use for. The survivors claimed the Xenos conspired and deliberately led the ship into a trap where it met its doom. The Xenos joined forces to eliminate a vessel of the Imperium? An alliance between the Eldari and Drukhari is an unusual sight, and yet such an outcome is hardly surprising. Why, Master Interrogator, I was thinking exactly the same thing. At last you and I can agree on something. How blind are the Monkey to the vices of their own kind. Humans attack a ship of the children of Assyrian, sailing peacefully by, but it is my kinspeople who are to blame? Iliad is beside herself with contempt and rage. No, my kind would not willingly take part in a massacre orchestrated by the Dark Ones and then abandon their ship. Something else happened here. Something I'm afraid to even consider. I have the acolytes of the machine cult identify the remains of the third vessel. The Voxmaster relays the order to the tech priests and promptly receives a reply. Lord Captain, I am reporting that the whole fragments belong to the Drukhari Xenos race, but the presence of their ships in the system at this time has not been confirmed. Send a shuttle with scouts to investigate the Xenos ship. Getting us more Xeno artifacts and a shuriken catapult. After several hours of tedious waiting, Victus gets back on air. Lord Captain, the scouts confirm our earlier report. The Xenos ship is intact. Many valuable artifacts have been found, but neither the Eldari or their bodies were discovered. We are late again, Elantak. Iliad's voice sounds faint, almost listless. Done everything we could, we're leaving. As you command, Lord Captain. On to the next planet. Planetoid. Let's see, each of us is born with our death, grows with us. And when time comes, it displaces our life. The same is true for entire civilizations, for they too must one day fade beneath the weight of ages. Gas giant. The crew were treated to a truly impressive sight, a colossal storm on the gas giant's surface. The planet's dimensions in themselves were mind-boggling, and then it birthed a tempest, the storm to end all storms. As the Lord Captain and his officers observed it from a safe distance through the bridge's huge viewing windows, someone suggested giving it a name, and the Emperor's wrath garnered the most votes. Some in the crew believe the storm to be an omen. We can only hope it is an omen of great things to come. Yeah, bombarded world, ash world, nothing of particular value. So yeah, aside for the stuff locked in the ancient bunker. Yeah, how am I, let's see, touched by holiness. There's 3 profit factor, some efficiency, Drusians, and shield of faith for the prow. Sure. Janus. Cure for sloth, that's heretical, so I'm not doing that. The reaping, we need 1 mechanisms. I need a different project to be completed. Secret of the Winter Scales, we need a lot more reputation with the Fellowship of the Void and security. Science of Virtue, need more reputation with the Drusians, we'll get that soon enough. Rose of Zamarkand, Casbalica Mission, and some more people. Capella Biologus. Explorators and mechanisms. Or Dark Sages, which we have everything but the Casbalica Mission reputation. I just need to find a source of mechanisms and get my Explorator reputation up. And we're starting to reach for Mundus Nullius. Let's reduce the difficulty of this, so I don't have to deal with chart new routes. Very well, let's pop into Muro 79 and see what's up. Got some unknown ships. And an Explorator Void Station. Let's go talk to them first. Actually, no. Planets, and then the Void Station. Void of interest. Strange and frightening discovery was made at one of the sites on this frozen world. Countless human bodies suspended in the clear ice of a glacier. The bodies show no signs of injury. It was as if they dived into the liquid water that moment before it turned to solid ice, freezing them in place with their eyes wide open and their hair fanning out behind them. Search has uncovered nothing that could explain this mystery. Such is the strangeness of a Warhammer 40k galaxy. What's going on here? It's just some more plasteel. It is a lot of plasteel, though. When the rogue trader's ship approaches the Adeptus Mechanicus Void Station, it's met with a hostile scrutiny of the station's defense lasers. An Explorator Lux Mechanicus, who introduces himself as Service Unit 42, dispassionately inquires how the station can be of use to the rogue trader. Give transuranium elements to the Adeptus Mechanicus, whatever that means. Augustin. Oh, just some fuel. The station thanks the road trader for his cooperation and presents him with several containers of unused reserves as a token of gratitude. So we exchange some fuel for ranged weaponry. propose a trade of resources for the explorators. Upon consulting data from the station's main cogitator, Lex Mechanicus Service Unit 42 confirms that the station requires rare transuranium elements or natural gas for research of an undisclosed nature. For its part, the station cannot offer the rogue trader anything in exchange at the moment, but the Adeptus Mechanicus representative on Footfall will certainly repay him for his aid. Fuel for some more Protector. Oh, nice. Let's get back up to 40 then. Oh, we get random stuff. Don't know how much more fuel I have. Mechanicus Respirator. Bonus Medicae. Let's not give away all our fuel. Although that is a very nice place to exchange it. But Captain, we have an Imperial Navy squadron preparing to engage a pirate mob. The force of both flotillas is comparable. Do you wish to intervene? Let's see. Hailing the commander of the Imperial Navy forces. Who are you trying to kill out here? Greetings, rogue trader. We've tracked down a gang of murderers led by the notorious criminal Lucretia von der Ruysen. This woman is responsible for many atrocities, including the murder of her own father, the planetary governor of the Imperial world, Selukar. She conspired with Void Rebel, helps them commit a massacre on her home planet, became their leader, and is now running amok. I invite you to join me in bringing her to justice. Hailing the commander or the gang boss or whoever is in charge of you, Void scoundrels. Your lordship, this is Princess Lucretia van der Ruysen. I beg you, do not remain on the sidelines. That old ruffian, Admiral Sarhal, is willing to kill thousands of people just to get to me. He's not a force of justice. He is obsessed with his own personal desires. He's been stalking me for years. He got my father to agree to our wedding, and even now refuses to give up. Please protect me and the handful of freedom fighters like myself. We do not want to be ruled by tyrants like Sarhal. We are engaging. Let us help the Navy crush the pirate scum. Damn you, all we want is to take charge of our own lives. If that means killing you, so be it.
Let us purge your enemies, rogue trader.
So many. Frigate.
There is a gap in their defenses.
Plenty to blow up. That's my turn. Wave that frigate. Don't really need to turn about. Move forward 4 to get into range there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And go ahead and take a shot here. Through there. Should be good.
No mercy for the enemies of humanity!
Yeah, first order of business. Good use of the dorsal. Let's go for a new heading. Getting the pro batteries. Some extra range on the broadside. Move up through there.
dark void will erase their colors.
Almost dealt with the bees on my ass. Oh, hey, that's what broadsides are for. As well, that's going there.
The impure tremble.
Some more. Shouldn't get by the broadside is there.
Burn in the fires of retribution.
Yeah, it's my turn. Finish off the bomber. Nice. Yeah, now it's my turn. Let's get swing run. I don't think I'm gonna be able to reach the ship before it gets blown up. There it goes. So I do have the bomber left. I'm not going to be able to reach it at all. And there it goes. Ooh, we got interceptors now. Used with torpedo tubes mounted on the prow, so wings of fury interceptors can be in place at a time. Got us the Chirurgeon's Vow for just a straight +7 to toughness, profit factor, and a nice bit of reputation with the Imperial Navy. Thank you for your cooperation, Rogue Trader. The boarding party has captured Evander Royson. Perhaps the poor girl has simply fallen under a bad influence, so I will personally see to her re-education. The reward for her capture is yours, as promised. In addition, I am enclosing a certain valuable trophy as a token of my sincerest gratitude. I wish to keep that captive. I'd rather not leave her in your hands. What? No, she's mine! You want her? Then go get her. Just threw her at the airlock. It's already too much. I already lost too much by chasing her, and I will not fight a rogue trader. Good day to you. Alright. That is this system. I think I'm gonna see about equipping. Let's go for master torpedoes and other fun stuff. Oh, also development, none. Alright, off to Mundus Nullius we go. Ships and forces notified officers about a strange insect-like creature appearing on the astropathic chamber deck. The entity was destroyed, but the incident was recalled a few days later when one of the astropaths lost his mind, shrieking about a splitting headache. Psyker perished shortly after, and the autopsy revealed the presence of countless bloated larvae consuming his brain. The corpse and the insects were safely disposed of. The ship left the hostile Immaterium and returned to real space. Let's try some new routes. And drop into Mundus Nullius to see what's up. Ah yes, board Captain Sargona. And there's a Hulk. Some other stuff. First let's see... Anybody has... Yeah, I'm not really doing anything with Blood Blessed, so I think replacing... I'm getting you some more toughness. Scale with Medicae. Oh, actually. Nice. That works well with the Mechanicus Respirator. And actually, you got the combat tool. Let's give you the Diagnosticator. Nice. So much health. Alright, let's pop around and see what's up. Nothing. Some more plasteel. Smuggler's Cache with some stim, medikits, and other stuff. And we leveled up. Nice. See about assigning those levels before we do stuff. Let's see, the crew has discovered a hidden valley littered with thousands of animal skeletons. Augur data suggests that some kind of sleeping gas events here. It's likely the animals either don't realize that they were headed for a deadly trap, or even come here to die on purpose. Study the gas. After a series of experiments, the ship's weaponsmiths managed to perfect a few different types of ammunition. Getting us some gas cloud grenades. Pop down to the starship remnants. Which then just kind of disappeared. Okay. Let's see what's going on with the Hulk. The Augurs have detected wreckage in the void ship's vicinity, but the exact nature of this wreckage remains unclear. Look for the source of the wreckage. The Augur crew reports that it has registered no evidence of a disaster that could have produced such debris. Pick up several pieces of the wreckage. Some of the wreckage is made of plasteel, the rest is some unknown material. Studying the fragments further is nigh impossible due to the severe corrosive damage. The non-metallic fragments also bear burn marks. Alright. No, first, level up. Let's go Force Reality. Pulse of a Life, Deterioration. Yeah, nothing much there. Heightened Concentration. Gruesome Kill. Hunting Surge. Whenever an enemy is killed by a critical hit scored by Bounty Hunter or their ally, Bounty Hunter gains more damage for a couple of rounds. Pierce the armor. Whenever the Bounty Hunter scores a critical hit, the target's armor is reduced. Share the spoils. Whenever an ally kills the prey, Bounty Hunter gains half the bonuses granted by... Oh, that would actually be really good. Let's draw. When the Bounty Hunter is attacked in melee range for the first time since the end of their turn, they automatically dodge the attack and move one cell in the opposite direction from the enemy. This does not provoke attack. This does not provoke. Let's see, whenever the Bounty Hunter hits an enemy with an attack, they gain the catch effect. So for stacking penalties with their armor and dodge, once they move or suffer damage, the catch effect and penalties are removed. Critical chain, whenever the Bounty Hunter kills an enemy with a critical hit, all allies in a 7-cell radius around the target gain a critical hit chance bonus until the end. Scores a critical hit, expert finesse, guidance, first time in a round, stacking bonus to armor penetration, hunter ambush, single shot attack, and obel. Pounce. Gives my allies extra critical chance against anyone I mark. Retaliates whenever prey deals damage to the Bounty Hunter's allies. Again, bonus damage for a couple of rounds, save for the kill. Whenever prey that is not being trailed is killed by an ally, Bounty Hunter gains an extra turn with half their MP and AP. The Bounty Hunter cannot attack during this extra turn. And we got him. Start the Bounty Hunter's turn, they gain +2 MP for each ally who's adjacent to prey. Let's see, Steel, Force Reality, Inscribed Soul, Sacred Rituals. Psychic powers have a 25% chance to regain AP spent on them, and Veil Degradation is low. Psychic's Resolve is increased by 4, while Veil Degradation is low. What else can I get? I don't know. Nimble might be nice. But yeah, I think that dodge would be good. Then again, sure, the spoils. Because I'm mostly going to be applying dots. Then again, the armor reduction and critical hit, considering that my running has a chance to... what was it? Talent... Sparks of the Greater Flame. All dot effects applied by the Psyker gain a 20% critical hit chance. But temporary wounds, more critical damage, and critical hit chance till the end of combat, or both. I think I'm gonna go for Pierce the Armor. Just absolutely melt armor. Now then, whenever an enemy suffers damage from a dot effect inflicted by the executioner, it's doubled. Or for the first time, it's doubled. Suffering. Level of attrition. Each round, dot effects have their incoming damage over time from any source increased. Bloody Trail. Death is in the air. Deep lacerations. Increased bleeding for melee critical hits. Actually, I'll go for Does It Hurt for critical chance on dots. That way I got 2 of them. She does the bleed, Azathoul does the burning and toxic. Resilient Beacon would be good. Extra parry against let's go for Beacon of Might, getting bonus strength for a round based on temporary wounds, because you get a lot of temporary wounds. Argenta. Exploit weakness. Whenever the Archmilitant attacks targets that have their armor reduced by any effects applied by their allies, they deal more damage. And same deal for deflection reduction. Stacking bonus to armor based on versatility stacks. I think I will go for exploit weakness because I have people just absolutely tearing down armor. Anyway. Let's go for Blood Augury. Oh. Till the end of combat, enemies damaged by the Navigator suffer an additional damage from attacks of opportunity and cannot dodge them. So she is going to be very helpful for Abelard with his all that stuff. And finally, Pascal. There's Sniper. She got Eye for the Unscathed. Whenever the assassin attacks an enemy that is at full wounds, the assassin gains dodge and dodge reduction against that enemy until the end of their next turn. Whenever Pascal attacks an enemy with a single target attack, that attack reduces the target's armor until the end of the assassin's turn. Oh, until the end of the assassin's turn, not next turn. So that wouldn't open up stuff for Argenta. Create an opening. Whenever an enemy suffers a critical hit from the assassin's allies at the start of the assassin's turn, a new opening is created on that enemy on whichever side is closest to the assassin. That's pretty good. Through lethality chance to deal plus 5% of target's maximum wounds, more damage after hitting an opening. Start of the assassin's turn, all enemies that do not have the assassin on their line of sight suffer the unsuspecting effect. Improved chance to be hit and critically hit. If the assassin deals direct damage, elusive speed. Choose aim for the opening on the same target reduces the target's dodge and dodge reduction. Lethality heightens. Seize the advantage. Or hemorrhage. Is that something you apply? No, I think it's something that Cabela applies. Where the assassin hits an enemy without hitting the enemy's opening. The assassin gains mortally efficient. Let's target with an attack that has 100 lethality or greater for the first time in a round. They immediately regain the AP spent on the attack. Lone killer, no allies, no. Leave no witness. Last enemy. The enemy last damaged by the assassin suffers the witnessed effect. If this creature does not have the assassin in their line of sight at the end of the assassin's turn, it suffers lethality %, the maximum base damage. Okay. Killing spree. Whenever the assassin hits an opening, damage increased by 1% until the end of combat. Stacking. More than one adjacent enemy, any enemy that moves into the cell adjacent must pass it. Yay. Whenever the assassin has no more than one adjacent enemy, any enemy that moves into a cell adjacent to the assassin must pass an agility resistance test at penalty, or fall prone if possible and become immobilized. Would just be good. It's like they move adjacent to him, get knocked down, then he can just smash him with his axe. Let's see. Every 10 damage dealt by the assassin's attack, the attack also deals +1 direct damage to the same target. But yeah, I think I will go for create an opening, because that way he's going to be able to hit openings all the time, which already gives him some nice bonuses. And we're off to Captain Sargon's fleet. This is going to be fun after replacing my big cannons. But Captain, the Augur crew has spotted a fleet dead ahead. The drive signature of the enemy flagship matches that of the Heartless. The escort ships are sticking to it like flies on Grek shit. Anyway, what are your orders? Give me a tactical report on the enemy. The enemy frigate is heavily armored and boasts of a fighter launch bay, which for sure won't be empty. As long as the escorts are around to defend it, trying to board the vessel will be a death sentence. My advice is to take them out first and attack the Heartless itself. Once the frigate is damaged, we can close it and board it. Ready the cannons! Let's get in on this. Okay, so we're dealing with, what, 4 destroyers? 3 destroyers and the frigate itself. Which has some unfun stuff. Here comes the Heartless. Ready the cannons. Aim strictly for the engines. We answer for the integrity of the tithe of our lives. Shouldn't I have... Well, whatever. Anyway, let's go and get those torpedoes going. Oh, I can only launch one at a time, huh? Let's go and do that arc augury. Get some more range on the dorsal. Let's move here. Do a little warp wave. Well, anyway. Let's go ahead and get that torpedo control going. Heading. Flip around. Can't quite hit the foot, but that's fine. And then their torpedoes can do their thing. Hit the dorsal on those guys. Smack them with port. Then not really going to get a good enough angle to do any ramming. I'll go with the start to getting close. Do a little warp fun. Torpedoes going a bit more. Get a little bit more range on. That's a little bit more. Focus shield, starboard right. Vents. Get a torpedo in there. torpedoes. Let's get in there. Focus left. Damn.
All clear. Congratulations, Lord Captain.
Nice. We can do some upgrades. Let's see, Lord Captain, the boarding teams are raring to go. The Heartless's Guller fuel generator is cooked, so no warp diving for them now. And we've set off fireworks in their primary drive too. That rust bucket isn't going anywhere. We can begin the assault on the ship right away. But experience tells me this will go a lot smoother if we deliver just a couple more precise strikes. How about we flatten a few heretics between the bulkheads to make fighting easy for you, Lord Captain? Your Lordship, I must remind you that the Heartless has also been promised you with spoils. Every blow to the ship will also be a blow to the dynasty's treasury. Prepare to board. Silmarn, are your people ready? Ready and waiting. I will see you on the upper deck of the Heartless, Rogue Trader. Bring us in. The justice of the Adeptus Arbites is implacable and inescapable for anyone foolhardy enough to violate the sacred Imperial law.
I'll ram a box down your throat next time. Yes, this area is clear.
With the spirits of movement, Solomon attracts your attention. I will lead Delta's squad. I will lead Delta Z squad along the lower deck, through the tight passageways, Promethean pipework, and surface areas where the enemy is most at home. We will take that difficult ground. Your squad, call sign Rho Theta, will proceed along the upper deck. The objective is to reach the elevator, Rogue Trader. I request that you personally do not put yourself in the line of fire or take any unnecessary risks. I can afford to lose you. Once the deck sweep is complete, we will rendezvous to launch the assault. I am going to write down those names just in case. And Rho Theta. I did not remember them. Lamorne puts two fingers to his hair, listening to his comm bead. Another arbitrator squad has been hit. Find a way to open the door for us. There should be a cogitator or control panel nearby. But first, we go down and get into position. We need to overwhelm the enemy with a surprise attack. I don't want you to die, Lamorne, so be careful. Don't risk your life on my account. Machiga's jaw is face impenetrable, Lamorne says. Encounter especially stubborn resistance, summon me. I'm coming to your aid. Will do. Lamorne nods, relief for Mission's gaze. Let's move out. You go into trouble, call us immediately. Lamorne taps his finger on his Vox, starting to a squad. He sucks in a lungful of air and rolls to his eye squad. Formation A48. Go, go, go! And there was a tutorial there. I wonder what for. Arsenal attack craft. You can fill your flagship's arsenals with various ammunition that enhance the capabilities of the flagship's weapons. Your arsenals have fighter or bomber decks. Your torpedo tubes can launch Fury interceptors. Huh. Weird. But anyway. I think I might put the Mars pattern back on. I like the Starbreaker. This is just more damage and longer range. Four shots of 14 is 28, 56 versus 63. Okay. Let's upgrade the hull some more. We got development points. Expeditious reload. Reloads all macro cannons that were fired during the acceleration phase. Focused efforts. Allows the use of both abilities of one selected post for one turn. A shallow jump. Shield pulse. Overloads the enemy's shields at the expense of 25% of the flagship's shields. Oh, that could have been nice. Could also strafe. Let's go for the vulnerability scan. And next. Huh. Torpedo's tubes are loaded with 3 torpedo cells instead of 1. It's Master Cannoneer. Boarding party. Flagship launches a boarding party to infiltrate an enemy ship, starting internal fires and causing an engine damage that cripples the ship for 1 round. Can only be used once per round. Sky Chant. At the end of each turn, the most damaged sector of the flagship shields are restored up to 50% of its strength. Empyrean Storm. Flagship makes 7 attacks, each of which targets a random enemy in an 8-cell range and deals 8 to 14 warp damage once per round. Maximum Overdrive. Flagship speed is increased by 2 and its maneuverability by 1. Bonus stealth by Voyage Ram base. It's a thing. Premonition. Others gain the area, improving evasion in a position. I'm gonna go for the Empyrean Storm. Nice, they're taking care of stuff up there. Pascal, pick that
My
lock.
success is an irrefutable certainty.
Yes, more mental charges. A low rumble from the ship tells you that an elevator is coming this way. Order. Ah.
While perusing the Lord Captain's library, I discovered the memoir.
Oh. Note on the pipe reads explosive. Damage, return to the nearest and furthest grade immediate. The enemy crew has blocked the door from the other side. Explosives are required to make their way through. Open the door to the lower chamber. There are the arbitrators.
Litany of reconnaissance recited.
So we can help the arbitrators on their way.
Nothing escapes my sight.
Next, the vid screen.
Successful.
Display ship status data. Judging from the deck plans, there's a small room hidden behind the elevators that did not make it into the arbitrator's deck.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
It's just our that.
Duty prevails.
It's not fully operational.
Some more stuff.
I see what others do not.
Another cruise deck
Oh,
under my
fuel pipe.
boots. The
Successful.
Pay attention.
All the stuff.
I better myself through my service.
This Explorator is blessed with multifunctionality. The machine god grants me insight.
Need more reinforcements on the officer's deck. Here, Carcass is up here. Some guards up there. And a door.
Operation successful.
Multi-key.
More enemies to face judgment. We are truly blessed this day.
I will take you down.
Up there. Lord up here. Frankly, I'm gonna put her up there because she's pretty tanky. Argento can get in there. I put right there, and Pascal. Well, let's have you back there.
Let's make it quick. Some more.
Hello, what you got? Bullet 1. And reduced by 2. Excluding extra turns. Alright. Let's
Death
get the crits
comes
going.
in silence. As the tenants demand. The other side awaits. No,
Bounce
I
on
shall
over there.
not fail. Trust me.
And resonance. And
As
the
honor
rest of that.
ordains.
Probably would have been a good idea a minute ago. Cassia. Voice of command on Capella. Do a little solo immolation.
Me? Die with grace, at least. If I may.
The other light.
Let's get to it.
Another foe painted black.
There's the one. Let's go and get you ready. Move up there. Got a little ignition going. So it's not going to immediately die. Actually, oh, you can see that guy. All those guys over there. flame going. Perfect Capella. Start marking some guys. Scout. That perfect spot going. Their range isn't that great.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Let's do some analysis. Why not?
Comprehend.
Hold on.
Scared yet? Show me what you've got.
Alright. It'd be nice if I could delay Argenta a little bit.
As
Go
the
for a control
Emperor
shot.
commands, I act.
Concentrate fire.
Faith
Furious
without
recital.
deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, who can escape the Emperor's judgment?
Hold there.
Victory is imminent.
Recall strike.
At your beck and call.
Or get off me.
It will be done.
And charge him down for some
Let's get to it.
buttons.
Let's get to it. Time to slaughter someone.
And there are some reinforcements. A lot of people to kill. Oh, look at all those people to kill.
The shadows will see it done.
And that's basically all we can do. Cassia should be able to have some real fun over here. Or not. Never mind.
Emperor, give me strength. accustomed to being ordered around.
Light. And go ahead and give that
In the
Lord
name of
turn.
House Orsilio, I shall prevail.
So he can go have some fun.
My place is at the fore. Indeed.
Next turn.
I will do like you reduced to dust. Victory is imminent. It will be done.
Go get on over there.
You a target. Indeed.
Taunting swing.
It will be done. Victory is imminent.
This is done. Yes, I can turn it over here. It might just be my bit rate, which is kind of shit because my internet's been having some flame going. Cover. Let's go and get Argenta buffed up. Extra toughness. Pascal is just gonna have to deal. Oh hey! There's a ready target right there.
Significant value.
Let's make it quick.
Reduced to dust.
Here we go.
Alright, Argenta. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Rejoice
do a little
in
bit of
battle.
cleaning. And extra for attack.
Doubt is for the weak.
Double R.
A tactically sound approach.
Move up, finish off those two.
I took care of this one. At your beck and call.
Back into defensive stance.
On in, maggot.
Let's get to it.
Alright, kill him. 264. Gotta should be some decent damage.
The shadows reveal their secrets.
Where it hurts going.
I shall not killing. Bruise
Bone over there.
My blade whispers your name. As honor ordained, the other side awaits.
Resonance. Cassia. Still can't reach her there.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Isn't this a job for the...
I'll just go ahead and get
If you insist, Lord Captain. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Alright. Can't really do much of anything but move. Range. Take the information. Toughen yourself up. I guess keep moving.
High momentum.
Scale. Can't reach anybody.
Armor away.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about that because my internet has been just absolutely shitting the bed lately. Magenta. You got some extra movement. I'll let you get up in some good cover. Up the bridge. And take some shots.
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless. Power resides in the will of the righteous. I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer. I refuse. Doubt is for the weak. This is why I was chosen. I'll do it.
One fewer target.
And then go ahead and charge
Indeed.
as far as you can.
I will do my duty.
Scared yet?
Let's make it quick.
Go ahead and
I
start
will
to get moving
leave
in.
footprints of scarlet.
Can't quite. Cassia.
If I may,
Extra attacks on Argento.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Buffs. Still can't do anything, right?
as duty demands.
Still. It's time to set that sniper rifle there. Make him explode. Like in slaughter. Buffing our next.
Advancing.
While everyone is together, let's get buffed up. Almost reach nobody.
Show me what you've got.
Oh yeah, there's that guy right there.
Here we go.
Argento. Why don't you go take
I'll
care
do it.
of that guy?
Doubt is for the weak.
Get left.
This is unacceptable. That is not the Emperor's will. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Victory is imminent. It will be done.
Crates.
Indeed.
Stints.
I am your blade and shield.
Cassia can probably get somebody.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs? I am a navigator, not a servitor. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Set some fires. Next, down. And this guy too. Alright. Should be this encounter dealt with. Now for all the loot. Got some more chain axes, knives, stub carbines, civitas pattern autoguns, armored body gloves, some frags. Alright.
This vessel must be nourished with the blood of the Domin's enemies, for such is his will. Let the blood-spun web stretch across its
Xenotech?
bowels. Let it sever
Gloves of
the
unbearable
apostate's
torment.
threads.
A correlation between the function of void ship systems and their contact with organic fluids exists only in this laywoman's agitated consciousness.
Feel free. Tell the other traders some more. And continue gathering our loot. We got some more baseline shields.
Knowledge is eternal.
So many frags.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
To connect power for some reason.
The machine
Floating in the greenish liquid is a Drakkara Medusa, a dangerous parasite that absorbs its victims' memories.
This ship has potential. Once we refit the hull, replace the officers, and make a few other changes here and there, it wouldn't be so bad at all.
So this device comes to life below home and goes quietly awaiting your actions. The black cogitator you are looking at is clearly not Imperium technology. Within its unnatural curves and a smooth surface, like solid mercury, nothing about this machine suggests sacredness. The device has no vid screen, but you notice the presence of a dry, lush-colored spots on the control panel. Pascal's automatics become instantly more animated, clicking, whirring, and flickering ecstatically. Initiating observation log. No data connectors or sacred atmospheric corona detected. Tech nature unknown. I declare category X epsilon alpha secrecy. In accordance with the canon of technological security, this object must be isolated and subjected to the rite of sacred diagnostics. All witnesses will be externally warned. No. Breathing heavily, Cassia covers her eyes with her hands as crimson tears seep through her thin, trembling fingers. Such rusty colors cannot possibly exist. It's all madness and lies, a mockery. Destroy the fell machine. In one swift movement, you draw your weapon and rid the world of the corrupting Xeno abomination. Pascal's vox lets out a mournful binaric groan. The rite of sacred diagnostics has been interrupted. Cause of interruption, a primitive method of disposal was the one employed against the object of study. The tech priest's visor flashes red before Doom Worley, which had a 98% chance of being anathemic of origin. Other Xeno artifacts may have been drenched in the blood of their former owners. That's good for that. Alright, was the mention of that?
Never doubt me.
Or not.
Onward.
Okay, Overseer's Aquila. If the wearer is an overseer, using their archetype abilities grants them 2 temporary wounds. Little stimular medikit. Nice. Large medikit. Officer's medikit. And some stimulants. Speaking of which, I should probably replace one of mine.
The world is full of colors I have never seen before.
Observer's Servo Skull. Captain Zergana, Servo Skull projects a hololithic image of a man boasting a slew of exotic augments and an ostentatious gadget. Are you enjoying yourself, floating lances? I see you and your pet arbitrators are crawling all over my ship like little void rats. Do try to make it to the bridge. I would like to shake the throat of such a troublesome individual. Why did you steal the tithe? Did you really think you could escape the Imperium's wrath? Do you really think it's all so simple? Sargona licks his lips anxiously, almost compulsively. When you're thicker than an ogre, don't trouble your sorry little head. You're about to lose it regardless. Something within the servo skull emits a shrill beep, and Sargona's image flickers for a moment. You talk too much.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Oh look, hidden compartment. The unknown Xeno device is covered in tangled wires and shows signs of crude tampering. Someone has attempted to incorporate it with human technology. Lower Xenos.
This explorator is blessed with
This place vaguely resembles a chamber used for rejuvenate treatment. Sinister appearance. No, whatever.
The Emperor favors me today.
activating motive force reserves.
I better myself through my service.
Okay.
Never doubt me.
I see what others do not.
Damn it.
Look no further. Careful now.
Let's go and replace that medikit.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
The space from which the captain addresses the officers, far more modest than its counterpart on
Light
the
of
rotating
terror,
vessel.
guide our way.
Okay. Take the bridge. This is DX1 receiving. Let's see. Requesting support. DX1, you copy. Copy that RT1, stand by, over now. Oh, that's why we are Rho Theta. You're here, help! I should have closed the valve.
Need us to dig around. Got it.
Yes, the Retrader has already decided to grace us with his presence. Deck the bay with his innards. Scare the approach to the bridge. All hands to the upper deck. Okay.
Sweeping the area.
ready to die.
Fair amount of gunners, let's bring you there. Okay, so you're a warrior slash executioner.
Lex Imperialis! Directive accepted. Understood. Executing order. Directive accepted.
Arbitrator Clayton. Some righteous anger. And Arbitrator's shotgun.
Understood. Executing order. Directive accepted. Understood. Executing order.
Okay. Next attack does additional damage. Okay, and pursuing a shot.
No pardons for the guilty. Directive accepted. Understood. Report. Threat neutralized.
Price is at full.
Securing execution position. Judgment is void. Directive accepted.
Okay. It's a bulwark.
Understood. Executing order. The Lex tolerates no defiance.
Holding guard.
The Emperor's justice scum! Let's get to it!
That shock trooper is a heavy weapon. Battle mode stand by. And within line of sight. So okay, apparently I just keep doing it. There's the identification.
It won't take long. Understood.
Let's get to it!
Supersede pain. One less. Hold on.
Taking fire!
Justice, scum.
I'm here, maggot!
There are no innocents. By the Lex Imperialis. There will be no pardons for the guilty.
And run on over here.
That goes outside the mission parameters.
Cool. Mr. Clayton. He's gone over here and have himself a little
Directive
blast.
accepted. No innocence. Understood. Executing order. Directive accepted. Secure the target. Understood. Executing order. Red
Hey.
Prioris!
I'm just gonna skip. So my other guys can get in there.
Directive accepted.
Do some nice damage.
By the Lex Imperialis! Understood. Executing order. Directive
Terror.
accepted.
So now we're gonna move in,
Moving into
concentrate that fire. A little bit of grisly adjudication.
One of us would be enough.
Well, I should have some fun.
For the kill taste. Understood. My judgment is final.
I don't think I'm gonna get any loot from this. Oh. Plant another charge over there. And the Solomon loses his team.
I'm on lookout.
Turret's destroyed.
Carry the Emperor's will as your torch.
Despite multiple wounds, Solomon stands firm. The Proctor's eyes are burning bright, like he's gotten a second wind. The squad is down. We need to regroup. Here's what we do. I go with you, and one of your retinue stays behind to take charge of the defenses along with the surviving arbitrators. Permission, Lord Captain. I prefer to remain at your side. The Proctor's expertise is indisputable, but he is not your seneschal. I am your shadow, Lord, Domain. I am your blade and shield. Do not cast me from your side, nor when you are, but not when you are but a step away from the abyss. Let's just go together. We'll surprise Sargona with a small army. This will put us at a tactical disadvantage. The Heartless is still full of hostiles who will try to storm the bridge. We have to set up a defense at the elevator to avoid being shot in the back. Sounds reasonable. Let's move out. Let's not keep the bastard waiting. I guess I can replace Pascal. Let's go ahead and get him level up. EP increase. And you're all focused in on apprehend, ballistic skill, fellowship up, I suppose. Ammunition bags, allies in a 2-cell radius around the Cyber Mastiff have the reload cost reduced 1 AP. Automatic protection for allies, ignore attacks of opportunity, auto-mitigate. If the Cybermassive suffers bleeding, burning, or toxin, that scales with Familiar's toughness bonus, toughness medkit, battle mode terror. Other in arms. Chain Maw, each subsequent hit scored by the Cybermassive against the apprehended enemy deals more damage, stacks with cohesion, dependable ally, enhanced augmetics. Master's Patronage. At the start of the Overseer's turn, Familiar gains 6 temporary wounds. Faith of Calibration. Gets the blink. Hits the same target right after the Cybermastiff in battle mode standby hits it. Overseer's attacks always score critical suppression factor, side by side. Let's go for Rite of Calibration. Your fellowship up some more. Bite, which is going to be in their line of sight. Double rending damage. Consolidation. Brow. Move through enemies. Inflicts bleeding on all enemies it passes. Increases critical chance for the next attack by strength bonus. Or double slug. 2 single shots against a target. Let's go for bite. And coercion. Hide. Let's round out your ballistic skill a bit. Arbitus physical training. Gain toughness equal to half their equipped shield's block. Binding purpose. Law and order. Mob justice. Public sentencing. Shotgun mastery. And autonomous protection. Get you equipped with all the stuff. I mean, I could actually give you the grenade stuff that I don't have, because it's on everyone else. You're an overseer, so that helps you. Those boots. Monger. Momentum, attacks of opportunity, endurance. Yeah, you're full dogmatic. You got a crippled arm. I'll get you fixed up. Don't really have any gloves for you, that's fine. Reactivator armor. I guess I'll keep that on you. Could have sworn I had their shield somewhere. Did I pawn it off? Huh. And yeah, you should be pretty good for now. I do want to treat your wound.
Just in time.
Oh no, I think I need a different sort of med kit. Battle stimulator. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to get rid of your battle wound. Yeah, large med kit. Burning toxin. Generic injuries, but not the other ones. Alright. Anyway, now I think it's time to take on this pirate. Looks like we got some trouble ahead. It's an ambush. Sargano's forehead is covered in sweat, and his expensive jacket is mottled with burn marks. His hands are in constant motion as he works the controls for the warp engine. So, Von Valancius, you think you have won? Think again, for I still have one last card to play. The Heartless has lost its Gellerfield card, and Sargana, a warp jump without it would be worse than death. Even you are not crazy enough to want to find out. Sargana's tongue darts out to wet his lips, and his voice drops from a shout to a whisper. What's this thing you lawmen always say? Any last words? Like 1,000 needles, the painful proximity of the Imperium pierces your sorcery-touched soul. You realize that Sargana is not bluffing. He really is willing to condemn everyone here to a terrible fate. Unleash the powers of the warp against your enemies. Fall, you worms! The sorcerer's power spills out into real space and crashes against the minds of those who have dared to oppose the Von Valancius dynasty. Screams of terror fill the bridge as unnatural, indescribable fear takes hold of your foes. The captain of the Heartless meets your gaze, and you see in his eyes the desperate courage of one who knows he is doomed. He sneers and then pulls the warp engine lever. Let the gates open. We are headed for the abyss, Von Valancius, and you and I have front row seats.
Suffer not the heretic to live!
Translation. Argenta and South. So no one can be there with this boy.
Let's get to it.
Browse until warp translation. So first, what hurts?
Trust me,
Blood.
I bring mercy and retribution. As the tenants demand. Trust me. I shall not fail.
Syllabar. Can't really make any attacks. It feels like a really bad idea to put you there. So
Glato, we're undertaking
apprehend
this
battle
task.
And fight.
Accepted. Lex is inescapable. I'll take it as a priority. Another scar for my collection.
Your misery is
You
mine.
mercenary dark. Let's see. One second. Done a hard save before I have her walk into that. Yep. That is what I expected. By defiling the ship with a Xenotech, Captain Sargona has scorned the ancient prohibitions of Lex Imperialis, but in committing the heinous acts of stealing the sacred tithe, he has forfeited even the slightest chance of dying a righteous death. Is there even a point where I can even see the...
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Okay.
I'll do
Concentrated
it.
fire.
Faith without deeds is worthless. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let's see.
I'll do it.
Let's make it quick. Let's get to it. Target eliminated.
Show me what you've got.
Yeah. Let's go have you.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Give Abelard a chance.
It will be done. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call. It will be done.
Ah.
I'm afraid not.
Avoid Abelard.
I'm a member.
There's a fool. Go there, can you ignite the power shell generator? Yes, you can. Let's get some more ignitions going. Buff yourself up. And get into some slightly better cover. Abelard, why don't you clean up that guy?
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Reduced to dust.
And then see about cleaning up those two.
At your beck and call. Victory is imminent.
A little bit of endurance.
It will be done. I will do my duty.
Defensive stance.
On my way.
Let's get to it!
Arbitrators are made of plasteel.
And then Cabela's just kind of in an awkward situation. Yeah, I don't know what to do with you. Let's just wait.
A colossal mistake.
I'm not gonna be able to get an angle to do much of anything. I guess you could go up here and see about
Mark the
those
target.
guys.
One less. Understood.
Nice. Alright. Well, like for you.
Rejoice in
Start
battle!
pulling out that one.
Strike is a prayer. In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave. As the Emperor commands, none can escape the Emperor's judgment. This is why I was chosen. I'll do it. For you, my Emperor! As the Emperor commands, I act.
Reveling in slaughter.
Faith without deed eradicated.
Let's get to it.
Can't slaughter someone!
Can't see it. Can't quite get that thing. Maybe from here?
Step aside.
Yes.
The navigator is coming. If I may.
Okay. Can't really help anybody.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I'm not accustomed
Let's just
to being
start
ordered
mending reality a
around.
bunch.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
There's the open over here. Our captains are gonna start hitting him. Those two. Nebula, clean those
I
guys.
took care of this one.
And work on
Indeed.
over those guys.
At your beck and call.
Let's make it quick. Here we go.
As honor
Well,
holds
got the guns, so that's what it is. And you have a gun, so you might as well use yours.
Hold the formation. The Lex is inescapable. It won't take long.
Everyone slaughter.
Understood.
Run and gun.
Accepted.
Gotta clear that thing out.
Target eliminated.
Argenta. Still need to clear that out.
God Emperor, move through me.
Everyone
Be the
slaughter.
fire in my heart. As
Concentrate
the Emperor
fire.
commands, I act. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
And now it's time for some extra fun.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Assault even more. Give
I'll
Cabela
paint
of
your
return.
death in colors.
Death comes in silence.
Hurts,
Trust me.
raining blood.
As the tenant's blade whispers your name, the shadows will caught by the web. I shall not.
And then it just becomes a chaos spell.
Trust me. As the tenants demand.
Here's the first.
The
Make sure to
shadows
make an attack.
whispers your name.
Well, that's what you can do.
As honor ordains. Trust me.
Yeah. You go.
Attachment makes
Damn.
us weak.
One fewer target.
Ribs.
It will be done. My place is at the fore.
Target well struck.
And chaos spawn.
Victory is imminent.
Stance and endure.
Indeed.
That might be an idea. So let's get Cabela up there to do that. Some more over here.
We've got a job to do, Glato. Let's test our skills, Glato. The order is clear.
Well,
Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
let's get a
Faith without
fire.
deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands you, my Emperor!
And reload.
Don't you need a breathing navigator?
Okay, Cassia is doing some damn fine work.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain, try to die with grace at least.
Finish with Chaos Spawn. And just knocked off. Damn.
I will do my duty. I took care of this one.
Sean over there.
No matter the cost.
So for the extra turn,
A tactically sound approach.
overload the power system, see if that gets me another turn. That seems to have ended it. Cool.
Follow my lead. Reduced to dust. At your beck and call. I took care of this one. Reduced to dust. I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Guys, pop down over there to deal with you. Yeah, and then Bella can wander down here to have some fun.
A dance of blades and shadows. Death is a blessing. This goes against the tenets. As honor ordained, come, the other side awaits.
So the more
One of us would be enough.
then go ahead and move up here.
The guilty will fall. It won't take long.
Take another shot. Yeah, by the
Plato, we're undertaking this task.
There goes the combat servitor.
Let's test our skills, Plato.
And then protect Abelard. Oh, we just have the plague bearer there to deal with.
Guided by faith!
Let's get some extra movement. To purge it with fire. Hit the Heartless without destroying any of its components, and defeated the captain. All targets clear, perimeter, or eliminated, perimeter clear, as soon as we return to the flagship and debrief. I want to look around first. Acknowledge we will depart when you're ready. There's doubtless. Oh, of course, there's a logic thing. Cogitator flashes its lumens mockingly, using to divulge Sargona's secrets. Sounds of Shael, a Thari weapon. I guess that's what's left of Sargona. Experimental psi amplifier. Awareness for psychic power used and around is calculated as if its psi rating were increased by +3 and always triggers psychic phenomena. No thanks. Pyromancer's staff.
Follow the threads.
And otherwise. How's that going? Capal light armor. Force of light carapaces.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
Monofilament grenade. Dark swiftness. Wait. Something hidden over there. No, it's not really anything valuable. Avoid ship bridge. Take our loot. And we're back. Congratulations on the mission completion, Rope Trader. On behalf of the Adeptus Arbites, I extend my thanks for your cooperation. On a separate note, I'm grateful for your fire support as my squad advanced on lower decks. Your marksmanship timing, your shots in the field pipes gave us a significant advantage. You and Glato would have managed without my help. Actually, I do believe that dog could have captured the ship all on its own. I doubt it. Cybermastiffs require commands. Either way, the Heartless is now yours, as agreed. I factotum generous Denmark. Your Lordship, if you would permit me to interrupt, I'm pleased to inform you that the boarding team has presented a most extraordinary gift to your dynasty. The heretics were keeping something of rare value in their hold. Our engineers have completed all the necessary rituals of cleansing. This trophy is all yours. Oxygen pattern dual module macro battery. That can be used twice per turn. And fireproof ceramite plating. Done. Reducing damage dealt by internal fires by 50%. We also discovered a large supply of provisions, weapons, and Xeno. High Factotum catches himself, having seemingly just remembered Solomar's presence, and other valuables, which will be loaded onto the flagship's hold with extreme assiduity. The ship itself is a most impressive acquisition for the Dynasty also. All it requires is some light repair work. It rubs his hands together in anticipation. What would you have us do with it? You could present it to our trading partners. I'm confident they would put it to good use. Alternatively, we can transfer some of your subjects to the Heartless and use it to increase trade between our worlds. A profitable option, to be sure. Have the Heartless repaired? Certainly. And what use did you have in mind for the ship afterward? This is a perfect factor. To see the Heartless as my escort. Once it is cleansed and restored to its proper state, have it protect the flagship. The High Factotum's eyes dart over the data slate in his hands. I believe we can perform all the critically necessary repairs on the Heartless within the shortest time. Only the fighter launch bay and certain parts of the hull may pose some difficulties. It'll take longer to fix those. Regardless, the vessel will be ready to serve the Dynasty without delay. We are now escorted by the Heartless. So we will have an extra ship in space combat. Well, now that all the financial matters have been resolved, allow me to graciously take my leave. The valuables must all be meticulously inventoried. The totem offers you a deep bow, glancing sideways at Solomorn, who seems to be in no hurry to leave. The arbitrator and his dog both watch as Generous leaves, then turn to you. As one more thing, Robe Trader, your performance aboard the Heartless was highly appreciated. As an additional token of gratitude from the Adeptus Arbitus, I will be joining a personal security detail. At least until we arrive on Dargonis to meet with the Marshal. He has business to discuss with you, and I have a mountain of reports to write up about this operation. Assisting the Adeptus Arbitus is the duty of every subject of the Imperium. Take you to Dargonis as soon as circumstances permit. I hope those circumstances arrive soon. The longer our journey, the longer the criminals remain outside the reach of the Emperor's justice. Solomorn nods at you, gives a quick salute, and leaves with Glato at his heel. Oh, we got ourselves another level. Let's see what we got. Let's see, lower warp. Yep, and where's more ballistic skill? On Abelard. I believe athletics is in order. And how fit out a bit of toughness. Argenta. Demolition and weapon skill. Cassia. Persuasion. And can't get you willpower. Perception. Gibella. Intelligence, strength, toughness. Let's go for agility. And Medicaid. Solomorn, I guess I can get you something. Ballistic skill and coercion. Pascal, let's get you some agility and tech use. Heinrich, I'm not touching for now. Alright. Oh, can I only up to... I was under the impression I'd... So yeah, improved armor. Yeah, better than the stage. Actually, the same as the stages I have. Let's put it in place of the Ryza pattern. Actually, no. Torpedo 2 is mounted on the prow. I think I'll go for the Zoa Lance. Okay, let's drop back into the system. Do a bit more exploring. Mundus Valentius. We'll make it unsafe. In the middle of a warp jump, our sensors detected an approaching void ship, similar to ours in size, but of greater tonnage. The unidentified vessel did not respond to our hails and kept its course, approaching at high speed. Fire upon the unidentified vessel. Try to avoid collision. The implied maneuver was completed without any casualties or damage. The unidentified vessel, or perhaps it was a warp mirage, passed by us and made no attempts to follow us. We arrived in Mundus Valentius. But first we chart some new routes. Trim's Crossroads. Let's check in on... So yeah, got touched by holiness. Haven't gotten anything more. And Janus, we still can't do any upgrades for that aren't heretical. Dropping into Mundus Valentius. Lord Captain, Master Helmsman on the line. I can report that the quest for the capital world of the Von Valentius dynasty is finally at an end. Dargonis is straight ahead. We've received countless greetings. Your subjects would like to know when their master will be arriving. The merchant captains taking refuge in the orbit docks of Dargonis race to send you priceless welcoming gifts, hoping to buy your favor and to make an impression on the rogue trader. Tell Dargonis the rogue trader is coming home. It will be done, Captain. After the connection to the Master Helmsman is cut, the device crackles with Heinrich's voice. Lord Captain, I'll be pleased to accompany you during your visit to Dargonis. I can personally introduce Achilles Scalander, a servant of the Golden Throne who previously attended Lady Theodora on Dargonis. I'm counting on your benevolence. The Voxcast ends with a click. But first, let's see what's happening elsewhere. Oh, look, a bit of phlogiston. Lava world. Gas giant. Let's poke at this Adeptus Mechanicus ship. Lord Captain, transport shuttle bearing the markings of the Adeptus Mechanicus is approaching the ship. Magos Tarzis' delegation intends to board our ship and gain an audience with your lordship. This is exactly how they phrased it. He intends, not humbly requests. Many of my tech comrades neglect diplomacy when interacting with the laity. Just as regrettable. What do they want? The honorable servants of the Omnisci have ignored our request. Such arrogance is hardly trivial, rather appears to be part of their intimidation tactics. Receive the delegation. They may indeed be here on important business. It will be done, Lord Captain. Requesting permission to be present at the audience granted to my tech comrades. Yay. There's Opticon 22. A group dressed in the crimson of the priesthood of Mars walks towards you. Their gazes are fixed on Pascal. You note that the group is not monolithic. Some of its members are more heavily armed and follow a large tech priest clad in battle armor. Others keep a respectful distance and cast inquiring looks at their own leader, whose hunched posture belies his tall frame. Despite the hood hiding his face, you recognize him as Opticon 22, whom you encountered on Footfall. The enormous tech priest points his hand at Pascal and lets out a booming roar not unlike a factory alarm. It makes your very bones vibrate. Harold's servo skulls marked with the emblem of the cog follow in his wake. They blare shrilly. Thou shalt not suffer a heretic in thy forge, for rust begets rust. Pascal Hanoman, in the name of the Adeptus Mechanicus, you are under arrest. The hunched servant of the Homicide turns to you. Diplomacy mode engaged. Announcements. The Adeptus Mechanicus offer their apologies for, would like to inform you of the necessity of conducting an operation to detain, arrest, terminate a faulty unit on the Rogue Trader's territory. Study the two priests of Mars. You identify the rare armor the enormous tech priest is wearing as a Secutor's plated, mechanized suit. It carries the imprints of many battles and has markings that announce its status as a relic. Some of the armor's damage looks fairly severe, to the point of endangering its operation. The slivers of flesh revealed under the steel are marked with terrible chemical burns. Every now and then convulsions shake the tech priest's body and a painful hiss comes from his vox. The tall tech priest who spoke to you looks more peaceful and makes a point of not drawing his weapon. There's an air of concern about the way he frequently glances over at his fellow, scrutinizing his condition. On what charge are you trying to arrest a member of my retinue? This heretic is accused of stealing personal identification codes, spreading tech heresy on the world of Kiavagama, and making an attempt on the life of a servant of the Omnisci. The deafening roar from the tech priest's vox makes you grimace in pain. Touch your ear and there's blood on your fingers. The faulty unit will be removed! In the name of the Omnisci, I condemn you! Lightning flashes across the warrior's armor. Agony resounds in the blare of his vox alarm. In contrast, Pascal speaks quietly and coldly. You are a malfunctioning tech comrade. I deem your logical conclusions questionable. The statement is false. Tech brother Tarzis Hanuman is willingly undergoing holy torment deterioration, which, however, does not critically affect his cognitive capacity for data analysis. Unit, calling itself Pascal Hanuman, you have information that implicates you. Having learned that you are a member of the retinue, a maintenance specialist in the service of Rogue Trader von Valancius, we've come here with the goal of meeting you, intercepting you, engaging you in combat. Wait a minute, so what is happening on Kiavagama? Well, it belongs to me. According to Vox interception data, the planet's fabricator sensor made incorrect blasphemous modifications to manufactorium working procedures, which qualifies as a lapse into sacrilege. The Adeptus Mechanicus is hereby officially notifying House von Valancius of having commenced an investigation into operation to remove fabricator sensor Cubus Delphi. Estimated time to procedure completion, 3.7 solar years. Our data suggests the unit, which used Magus Explorator Hanuman's identification code, performed an unauthorized upgrade on the planetary Vox array, and introduced data seeming to be scrap code into its operation. This fact points to this unit's criminal complicity with the heretic Cubus Delphi. Let's see. What do you have to say to this, Pascal? Pascal replies firmly, his vox crackling with a hint of indignation. I deny these charges. I never plotted against my tech comrade. My cognitive purity vows were never distorted. My unique identification code was never stolen. I am the true Magus Explorator Hanuman, and I am not guilty. The tech priest's deep guttural roar blends with the Servo Skull's high-pitched whine. False witness. Let's see. Point to the fierce servant of the Omnissiah. Do you have proof that this tech priest is who he claims to be? Confirmed. According to the archive entry 1E-99237, Magus Explorator Tarzus Hanuman served on, maintained the ship identifier classified in the capacity of a reliquary caretaker. He sustained extensive damage to both the organic and the sacred part of his body in a series of sacrilegious breaches of the right of operation and assassination attempt. Owing to a statistically fortunate coincidence by the Omnissiah's grace, enough of his operational capacity was preserved for him to don a Goliath model sacred battle harness, which would preserve his vital functionality. Archive entry personally data sealed by the captain of the identifier classified. The sound from the tech priest's vox is like the moan of the bending steel beam, as Servo Skull declares. For vengeance I thirst as I tread the path of vengeance, following a blasphemous miscreant's bloody tracks. Analysis of the security system showed by the assassins, heretics, infiltrated the reliquary using Tech Brother Tarzus' unique identification codes. Someone had duplicated Brother Tarzus' identity, which is a Grade 3 transgression. The unit making the allegedly criminal claim of being Pascal Hanuman is known to have previously entered the stolen code. I'm not handing Pascal over to you unless I see evidence. Let's get to the bottom of this matter together. Request approved. Ready to work in cooperative mode. Tarzus gives you a haughty look and lets out a howl of wrath. Archiving. Tech Brother Tarzus opposes lay participation in the investigation and search for the truth. The unit Opticon 22 advises in favor of the House Valancius representative's participation request. Insist on a joint investigation. Arresting a rogue trader's written a member without any justification stands the breach in the law and my privileges under the warrant of trade. Pascal has accompanied me on my travels for a while now, and I can swear to it that he is no criminal. Request for cooperation reviewed and accepted. I request Tech Brother Tarzus' consent to the cooperation of representatives of the Von Valancius dynasty in the investigation proceedings. A sacrilegious conspiracy! I refuse help from laypersons. I'm a cog of the Deus Mechanicus that grinds down with corruption, and I will carry out the sentence immediately. Pascal freezes, but green sparks light up in his visor. He extends a hand towards Tarzus and replies in a clanging voice, "Let the cycle be discontinued." You realize Pascal's words are coming from both his own vox and Tarsus's. Then every sensor on the executioner's battle harness lights up at once, blindingly, and the wounded armored Leviathan lets out a deafening roar of pain. Attention! Priority notification. Service units of the Kappa Thread supply line are unauthorized to confront the rogue trader. Command, retreat and reinitiate negotiations. I attack Pascal. I will wreak punishment upon you in the name of the Deus Mechanicus.
Closed ranks.
Nebulard, deal with those guys in the back. Bella, do the same. Argenta, you'll be able to do some work from there. Pascal, get into cover. And I myself over here. Casket to me. Camilla buffed up. Did a little bit of Flyman. Really Morphin. Good.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. The shadows will see it done.
Alright.
Let your soul. I shall not fail. Caught by the web.
Hurts. Scutarius. He's not really that in control of himself.
I'll do it.
Anyway. Up the other thing.
As the
Control
Emperor
shut.
commands, I act. That
Spray
is for the
fire.
weak. I'll do it. Strike is a prayer.
Burn all the
Faith
slaughter.
without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I eradicate it.
Time momentum.
Okay. I don't know why my gun is half loaded, but
Power resides in the will of the righteous. Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. This is why I was chosen. Each strike is a prayer.
here we go. Requesting cessation of hostilities. Let's see. Point to Tarsus, help your brother. The unit that calls itself Tarsus Phenomenon is dead, has been disabled. This material asset is beyond restoration or reuse as spare parts. After a pause, Pascal bows his head and a Benheric workwoman pours out of his vox. Despite his misconceptions, he is a servant of the Omnissiah. Pascal, what did you do to Tarsus? Pascal's confused reply comes from his vox in a rasp, unable to fulfill request. The Omnissiah granted me an epiphany, and I muted the maimed machine spirit that was filling Tarsus's mind with fury. I did not fully understand the manner of my appeal to it. The situation perfectly mirrors the incident on Rykad Manoris, when I appealed to the machine spirit of a malfunctioning mechanism and laid it to rest. Sorry that you had to kill a comrade. I also regret having a negative assessment of this event. The Adeptus Mechanicus still accused the unit identifying itself as Pascal Newman of criminal theft of a unique identification code. Unlike Tech Brother Tarsus, I am not authorized to immediately execute the unit, neither am I authorized to drop the inquiry. There are no apostates among us. The piercing voice from the Vox synth is more overwhelming than Tarsus' thunderous roar. Tech Brother Tarsus and the machine spirit that lived in his battle harness succumbed to the suffering that beset them. Their judgment was rash and erroneous. Now their torment is over. I declare them martyrs, and am requisitioning Tarsus Newman's neural augmetic for the purposes of preserving his blessed memory. As astonished tech priests look on, Pascal leans over the slain man's body and extracts the augmetic from his skull. His movements are as precise as they are respectful. Listen in silence. With each word, Pascal's voice grows more powerful and majestic. You saw the agony your tech brother Tarsus was in, as unbridled pain spurred faith intimidated you, yet you were silent. The reverence stopped you from raising your voice to proclaim the machine spirit with which his mind had emerged was morbidly afflicted. The imperative of reverence had paralyzed your will, and you watched a tragedy unfold in silence. The sixth universal law states that comprehension is the true path of knowledge. Yet the procedural cycle has robbed you of your comprehension. Therefore, let the cycle be discontinued. There's a clang as Opticon 22's knee presses into the floor. The crimson hooded heads are bowed. Let the cycle be discontinued. The radiant light pouring out of Pascal's visor grows dimmer. Instead, it creeps back into his voice. Let the cycle be discontinued, tech comrades. Now that the conflict has resolved, you may remain aboard my ship. Request denied. The Kappa Thread supply line delegation is leaving Dargonis, expresses gratitude for the hospitality ceasefire, and proclaims its intent to return to Footfall to resume performing its regular functions. The tech priest looks over at Pascal as if waiting for something. Pascal's mechadendrite briefly touches the shoulder of Opticon 22, who bows respectfully. Do I get the loot? Just falls over. I'm gonna sign axe, power sword, stub carbines, flak armor, improved flak armor. Is that an upgrade for you? Potentially. Exactly the same. We do have a power sword. Tighter. I think I prefer the chain axe for now. Oh, okay, this is the room where you do the first combat.
I'll guide your vessel and lead you on your way.
Not at all. I trust Pascal. He's a good guy. He picks locks for me. Anyway, I think I'm gonna leave stuff off here. Thank you for watching so far, and next week, Dargonis!